Be a separate trial for Ramsey's CWA. If the prosecutors decide to indict him, it's going to be a separate trial, which means he would be stuck in Korea even longer. Probably what will happen is he'll be sentenced, and then while he's, in jail, he'll be hit with this new one. So when he comes up to testify, he'll be dragged.
Well, if Johnny Somali goes to prison, right, it's not going to be like years and years upon years. It's going to be like a few months. I'll be like, all right, that part of my part is done. I'm moving to China.
Big news is coming about Johnny Somali and Hank Yu. Yes, that's correct. Reports from credible sources confirm that Johnny Somali is now at risk of facing additional charges. His trial is set for the last week of October. But as we've seen before, whenever a court date gets closer, new investigations always seem to appear. And once again, that's exactly what's happening. Allegedly, fresh evidence has come forward that could increase Johnny Somali's prison sentence by several more years. But that's not all. There's also shocking information regarding the personal connection between Hank Yu and Johnny Somali. What's happening between the two right now will leave you stunned. Stay tuned, because the proof will be broken down and the whole situation revealed. To remind you, Hank Yu had previously denied knowing Johnny Somali, and even claimed he didn't want to be involved in the trial at all.
I cannot even involve myself in
I see.
Johnny's trial.
Later, the truth came out. It turned out that both Johnny Somali and Hank Yu were twisting the narrative. They actually lied about everything, and Hank was present during Johnny Somali's trial.
And that he still actually lives at Hank's house. Because Hank is going on to say, oh, Johnny does not live with me, I do not help Johnny anymore, I'm not associated with him anymore. Apparently that's not true.
But at this stage, their relationship has taken a bad turn. Yes, as many already know, Hank Yu is no longer in a stable financial position to provide support to Johnny Somali. What's the evidence? Johnny Somali has once again returned to YouTube, uploading crime-related videos of himself. I'll explain that shortly, but why is he doing this? Remember, Hank once said that if Johnny Somali ended up in jail, he would leave for China and cut all ties with him completely.
So if Johnny Somali goes to prison, what are you going to do with your life? Are you going to then spend the rest of your life trying to get him out, because it's liberty, it's free speech, or are you going to focus on something else?
Well, if Johnny Somali goes to prison, right, it's not going to be like years and years upon years. It's going to be like a few months. I'll be like, all right, that part of my part is done. I'm moving to China.
Wait, did you catch that? Hank Yu openly stated he would move to China while Johnny Somali is serving time. He also claimed that Johnny Somali would only serve around 2 or 3 months, or at most less than a year. Meanwhile, legal experts are insisting that the actual sentence could be up to 12 years. But Hank is still saying it'll only be 2 to 3 months. Does that sound logical? Let me know what you think. Johnny Somali most likely realizes by now that Hank won't be there for him if he lands in prison, which is why he's back online, re-uploading content on YouTube to scrape together money for survival. And here's the breaking update. While Johnny Somali is desperate to hold on, South Korean authorities have hit back with even more charges. Yes, new evidence has surfaced that could trigger additional accusations. The ongoing investigation is only bringing worse outcomes for him. I'll reveal those details, but first, check out this bus harassment clip. The reckless actions Johnny Somali carried out on a South Korean bus, which may also qualify as further charges for obstruction of business.
I just say, shut up, okay? Yes. Shut up. No English, Francois. French. I speak French. Shut up. Okay. This is the most awkward bus ride ever. We gotta go. Sorry, it's my ringtone. I don't know English. France, you speak French? I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's get off. Bro, we gotta get off. Can you open the door?
Just think about how reckless his actions were. He was already charged for spreading North Korean propaganda while on the bus. Imagine that same charge being applied again in his upcoming trial. The consequences could be identical. As everyone knows, Johnny Somali is still under investigation for new crimes. South Korean media is now pushing viral news clips that could completely destroy his reputation. These videos show Johnny Somali making disturbing and inappropriate remarks to South Korean women, and behavior was extremely shady. Just take a look at this clip.
How old are you? How old are you?
Circle wouldn't ask their age. Circle wouldn't ask their age.
How much? How old?
Well, she know English.
How much? 18? Perfect. Perfect. Come with us. Come on, hoes. Come on. 18. Come on.
Come on.
You're too old. Too old. Too old. He's too old. Too old.
Did you catch what Johnny Somali said? Let me ask, how would you feel if someone like him made such a statement directly to you? It's absolutely disrespectful. If Johnny Somali isn't held accountable for this, then what can be said about the South Korean authorities? They are clearly stacking up new charges, and this behavior could also qualify as another offense. His repeated disrespect and harassment of the public is beyond shocking, and accountability is necessary. In fact, here's another clip where Johnny Somali is seen harassing a younger boy in South Korea, showing that even minors are not safe from him.
We are Kiksinimar. I am Kiksinimar. You are Kiksinimar. One second.
He actually looks scared, bro. Not lying.
Hold on. Boomy, please. Boomy.
He said he's calling the police.
Call police, Boomy. Call. 112. Call police, Boomy. Call now. 112. Call the police.
Your phone about to die, bro.
It's okay. Boomy, call the police. Call the police, please, Boomy. 112, call the police, Boomy. Keep that calm. You are my streamer. Can you give me a hug, then I go? If you give me a hug, I need to Boomy. Why? Why?
Did you see how alarming that harassment was? If evidence like this isn't brought before the court, then what else should be? The court must accept this as proof, so that Johnny Somali can face additional charges. As many already know, he is now facing yet another accusation under the Child Welfare Act. As Legal Mindset explained earlier, this clip could be directly tied to that case. Let's hear what Legal Mindset had to say.
Child Welfare Act. Here's the good news. The good news is it is still going on. There's an ongoing investigation for the Child Welfare Act. That's still happening. So this is still a very, very, very real charge. It's something that's coming. It's something that's going to go on. So understand that. However, we have new information. In this case, we have an indication, and I'm not going to say exactly how, but that it will be a separate trial for Ramsey's CWA if the prosecutors decide to indict him. Now, we don't know yet whether he will be indicted. He has not been indicted yet, which means the prosecutors have not officially charged him yet. They're still investigating. But if that happens, it's going to be a separate trial, which means he would be stuck in Korea even longer.
As Legal Mindset pointed out, Johnny Somali could end up completely trapped in Korea if all of these charges stick. And honestly, there's no way to defend him when the evidence shows him repeatedly committing these acts, sometimes even admitting them openly. If he refuses to plead guilty, he could face even greater backlash. So after seeing the full video, what do you think? If Hanky decides not to stand by him after Johnny Somali goes to prison, does he have any chance to escape the situation? Or will the new evidence only add more years to his sentence? Share your thoughts below